It's Pat Schwarber with TregoED's Golden Nuggets. And this is Barriers to Facilitation, part 2 in our series regarding barriers that you in the community of practice of facilitators typically face. Today we're going to talk about collaboration. We may believe that collaboration is equal to involvement. Involvement can be getting stakeholders in the room, but collaboration is actually a process of effectively working together. And as facilitators, we know that with a lack of process, very often we're going to have a lack of results. Maybe stakeholders don't really realize the benefits that can be derived from collaboration. First, it creates a shared vision that goes beyond one person or one department or even one school or one district. It can take the shape of a goal or an end result, or even give you the true snapshot of the future or a true snapshot of the current situation. Most importantly, collaboration ensures the buy-in that's necessary to get the kind of successful results that will benefit more than just ourselves. Lastly, I think we collaborate because in doing so, we raise that level of trust that gives us the possibility of a sustained collaborative culture. And that's what we're trying to create. So I want you to ask yourself some of these questions. Be clear on the reason for collaboration, why it's key, because you may have to explain it. You may have to advocate for collaboration and involvement of others. And identify whose work it is, who really owns this, and just as important, who will be responsible for implementing whatever resolution is derived. And encourage the identity of data, the gathering, the organizing, because emphasize that our problem solving and our decision making are data-driven processes. Who has the information? Who has the expertise to analyze that information? They should be part of the collaboration effort. There are times when others might not be quite willing to engage or involve themselves. Identify who has the credibility, who has the respect of others inside the school or the district to be able to engage stakeholders to come together. And number 5 is very recognizable, I hope, to all of you. What's the process? How are the stakeholders going to work together? And I think where we sometimes fail to really concentrate is on the sustainability. How will this process continue? How will it keep the momentum? Who is going to keep this energized so that the momentum stays and that the stakeholders actually stay engaged? Now the how of collaboration. Remember the richness that comes with different perspectives, different eyes looking at the same situation. That's all about inclusion. So identify a wide range of people with diverse backgrounds who can value, add new information, new insight. Make it easy to participate. Often the reason people do not collaborate, do not engage, is because it makes it too difficult for them to do so. So, what kind of media are we going to use? Is it going to be off-site? Is it going to be on-site? Will it involve many meetings or one? How much time will be dedicated to it? So make certain that you, as the facilitator, recall the true definition of facilitate to make it easy. And identify up front, how will we maintain this process? How will we maintain the sustainability? What steps do we have to take before we even begin? And lastly, most importantly, you should always be focusing on the results. Often we're only looking at short term, but question yourself in terms of long-term results as well. What can we do currently, and what can we do to benefit the long term? And all of this comes through our critical thinking processes. You own the questions of situation appraisal, decision analysis, problem analysis, and potential processes. So what is your role? As the facilitator, you are collaboration's advocate. You're the champion. You provide that inspiration because you are the process expert. You and your colleagues that have been through the step 2 session. You can be the driving force because armed with those questions that you have on the critical thinking processes, that rises you to the role of leader. You become that whole person that is the one who can engage, who can lead, who can challenge, and who can drive results. Coming together is the beginning. It's only the beginning. Staying together is progress. That's meaningful. Oftentimes that's where it stops. But working together is what will give you the success you're looking for. Remember, as always, be the change you want to see. Stay tuned for more in this series, Barriers to Facilitation. And thanks so much for listening to Golden Nuggets.